Hey, how's everybody doing today? So my name is Alex. This is pretty new to me. I haven't been live on this platform before. A little backstory about myself. So actually, if you can hear me and see me, I'm looking at the screen right here. But if you can hear me and see me, just type anything down below so I know that I'm speaking to somebody here. There, you can actually hear me because I am not sure how to work this right. But let me see. Hello. Let's see. Cool. So, a little backstory about myself. I was extremely overweight back in the day, and I managed to lose over 130 pounds over a course of about 5 years or so. And that was filled with a lot of different obstacles, mistakes, plateauing, stalling, all of these things. And I managed to lose the weight, and now I help other people do the same. So, in this live stream, I want to take your questions, answer them, maybe provide you some more value so that you can stay on your path a little bit more, maybe start your own personal journey for whatever reason that may be for you. And a lot of people, think they want to lose weight only to lose weight, but in reality, it's a lot more to this. It's all about, what the weight loss will do for you. Like for me, it helped me save my life because the doctor told me I wouldn't live to a certain age if I didn't get my act together. So I had to lose weight, and it was more like a do or die kind of deal. So if you have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer them on this live stream. Or if you have them maybe later, just type them later down. I mean, not later down below. It's type your questions down below, and I'll answer them later on. And if you can hear me and see me, just type uh, here down below. And the second part of this video is about walking. And I get a lot of crap for saying that I walk for weight loss, and because people say that walking isn't the best form of cardio. And it may not be the cardio that burns the most amount of calories per time invested, but there's so many more things that matter. That's not just how many calories you burn in a certain period of time. That's only a fraction of it, because what matters even more is sustainability. How long can you keep up this sustainability for? How long can you be consistent with this for? And if your knees hurts, maybe your ankles hurt, maybe you're just out of breath way too much, or you just hate every single second of running or jogging. Can you realistically be sustainable with doing this? Probably not. But if you take a simpler approach, a more realistic and sustainable approach, like walking, for example, you can be so much more consistent with it, and actually reach your goal so much easier, because it's always better to keep it simple and effective and consistent than to just go, head in the wall first, do whatever you can, eat as little as you can just to lose weight, and then end up burning out. That is not consistency. That is just a very short term fix on a much bigger problem, bigger struggle. So before you look into, running, or I mean, if you want to run, jogging, you actually want to do it, it's totally fine. But if you're overweight or obese like I was, you have to take a more realistic and more sustainable approach to actually losing weight. When, if you were to run, maybe your lungs would just feel like they're popping out of your chest. Maybe your ankles will start hurting. You feel too sore. Maybe get shin splints. All these things. So walking is always a better bet, especially in the beginning. You don't want to do things too quickly, too fast, because if you do, you're going to think that it's not realistic for you. You're going to get too frustrated by just how difficult it is, and you'll end up burning out or just falling off track, which is understandable because nobody can maintain this kind of level of activity when you're just starting out, because you got to build up to that. But you got to build up to it by starting small, starting a little bit, doing things that are sustainable for you. And if you have any questions for me, let me know down in the chat below. This is my first time going live, so I'm curious what kind of questions you may have for me, and I just want to provide some value for you. And what this channel is about providing a no BS approach to weight loss and sustainable weight loss for everyone that may think that there's magic pills out there, magic supplements, maybe there's a magic fix to something. And I want to give you the stuff that actually works, because I've done it. I know people that do it. I personally have many clients that have lost a lot of weight by taking a no gimmick and no fad and no BS approach to weight loss. It's all about sustainability long term. It's not about losing weight in a very short period of time and then just kind of guessing what's going to happen. I want to help you actually keep the weight off once you lose it, because that's the most difficult part. It's not losing the weight. It's about keeping it off. And the best way to keep it off is to get the weight off in a very realistic and sustainable fashion. It's not by taking weight loss supplements, pills, meal replacement shakes, I mean, whatever waist trainers or just those body suits or whatever else is out there, that all sounds cool from a marketing perspective. It looks kind of interesting, so you want to try it, but in reality, it's not what you need. What you need is a realistic, real approach, how to actually eat real food. That's what will get you to keep the weight off once you actually lose it. I wonder if there's anybody in this stream right now. I have no idea. If you can see me or uh, hear me, just let me know down in the comments below because these headphones are in, but I don't know if they're working or not. And if you have any questions for me, just let me know down in the comments below. Type in the chat what kind of questions you may have so I can answer to you directly on the stream because I'd be more than happy to provide some value for you to get you on the right track or get you back on the track that you think that you fell off of because that happens all the time. And I appreciate anyone that's watching this right now because I am curious if it's actually streaming right because that's important. So, and yeah, walking is extremely important. And don't underestimate the value of doing small, effective things over a long period of time. People want to just do too much when they first start because they know that you got to do more and more and more in order to reach your goal as fast as possible. But they end up burning out each and every single time. Whereas the person, if they were to take a more realistic and sustainable approach over a longer period of time by not doing so much, they would already be at their goal and never fell off even once. And that's the thing that is always missing from people's mindset when first starting this. Because if you're extremely overweight and you want to lose some weight, 50, 40, 100 pounds, whatever it is, you may think that you got to do everything. And that's where people ultimately fail. But the people that do smaller things, but effective things over a longer period of time, they almost always reach their goal in a very simple way, in the easiest way possible, without getting frustrated, stressed out, or falling off track. And that's the beauty in this. The beauty isn't doing less, but making sure these things that you're doing less of are effective for you. That's exactly what I wish I knew back in the day because I didn't. I thought that I got to work out too many times, eat too little, do too much. And that's ultimately why it took me such a long time to get to my goal. And on top of that, I'm not even going to get into this because it's a whole different topic. I can if you want me to, but it's about self-comparison. And when you first start losing weight, you may get inspiration from a magazine, from a article. Maybe you'll get maybe you'll see online some kind of fitness influencers and you want to look like them. Maybe it's people you look up to. And then every time you look in the mirror, you don't look anything like them. So self-comparison is a big thing. And the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself. Because if you compare yourself to somebody else that is where you want to be, you'll never look like that person because you're not that person. And every time you feel like you're not looking like that person, you'll feel like a failure. And that's what will allow you to get off track even more. So separate yourself away from this comparison mindset because nobody is going to ever look like you and you won't look like anybody ever. So only compare yourself to yourself and be a little bit better every single week than the previous week and make these little incremental changes over a long period of time to the point where you actually reach your progress, reach your goal. And that's how you actually be able to keep the weight off. So I hope this is providing some value to you right now. And if it is, just let me know down in the comments below, wherever the comments are, so I know that it is valuable to you because this is the first live. And if you can hear me and see me, I don't know if these headphones are working. I really hope they are. Just let me know down in the comments below. And if you're getting any kind of value from this, feel free to subscribe to me. It will help my channel grow and stuff like that. And if you have any questions, let me know down below if they're weight loss related, nutrition, fitness, strength training, muscle building, all these things. Because once again, people that are watching this that weren't on the live stream in the beginning, I lost over 130 pounds. It took me, I'm not going to bullshit you, it took me a long time to lose it, mainly because I made a lot of mistakes. I was self-taught. I was doing a lot of things that I thought I had to do. And I made a lot of mistakes. But over time, I learned what I should be doing better, what I should not be doing, what different diets I shouldn't be doing. And over time, I got to where I actually wanted to be. So now I'll provide you with as much value as possible so that you don't make the mistakes that I did. So you save yourself time and you don't, waste time like I did. Because if I had the information I have now back then, it would have been a much easier ride. less frustrating journey, less stress, less plateauing. I spent like 2 years in a plateau because I just couldn't get out of it, no matter how much I tried. So I hope this provides kind of value for you today. And I actually got to hop off. So if you got any value from this, make sure you like this live stream. Let me know down in the comments below if it was valuable to you. Subscribe to me. It helps me out tremendously. And I'll see you next time.